guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let me fix this. Thank you so much for hopping on and clicking on this video. If y'all are new to my channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button to stay inspired and stay notified on how to wise up and rise up from that narcissist. So at the end of the day, when you watch this video, if you enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. What that does is it helps with the algorithm so that more people can, wise up and rise up from these narcissists and, get a hold of this video. So let's get into it. If you clicked on this video, you want to know when to walk away. You want to know and you want to learn how can you walk away, right? I get this question asked in my comments all the time on TikTok. Because when I tell people, if you're new to my channel, I used to be in an 18 years narcissistic abusive relationship, plus I have a kid with my ex-narcissist. A lot of people ask me, like, how did you walk away? When do you know when to walk away? And the biggest thing that I learned, because I'll get mixed messages. A lot of people would be like, oh my gosh, like, why'd you stay so long? Like, he abused you, da-da-da-da-da. Like, everybody, first of all, let me put it down, that everybody is going to have their opinion on your situation. Your auntie, your uncle, your mom, whoever loves you and cares about you is going to always have a say. You know what I mean? They're going to say, oh, why don't you pick yourself up? Why don't you get out of it? That person's not good for you. That person's toxic. You're always going to have somebody inside of your life that's going to want to have to say something about your situation, right? Or if you're seeking help from somebody, sometimes, like, let's say a therapist or, somebody who's helping you, like a coach or whatever, they're all going to try to tell you the right things to do, right? At the end of the day, if you want to know my personal opinion, and remember, whoever watches my videos, let me tell you straight up, I don't tell people what to do. I like to share my experience, share advice and tips and tools on what helped me, and then, share it with the world, and whatever resonates with you, whatever doesn't, leave it, right? But how I look at it is, at the end of the day, like, ain't nobody can judge you except for God up above, and nobody has the right to even judge you, right? Or having a say or an opinion about your life, right? You gotta dig deep. I feel like us as human beings, all the answers are within inside ourselves, but we're so used to listening to what our parents say, or listening to what society has to say, or seeking answers outside of ourselves instead of looking inward, that we're always looking for somebody to tell us what to do, when realistically, in my personal opinion, all the answers are within you. Because at the end of the day, somebody can come and tell you a whole bunch of stuff about that narcissist, and a whole bunch of stuff on why you should leave that narcissist. But at the end of the day, you still stay. And I learned that after being in an 18-year narcissistic abusive relationship, you'll never leave until you're ready to leave. Somebody can talk to you, be there for you, and tell you the same things over and over and over and over and over again. And deep down inside that person is gaslighting you, that person is disrespecting you, that person's lying, this person's cheating on you, all this other stuff. You well and know. But at the end of the day, you will never leave until enough is enough for you. So when I get people ask me, how do you know when to leave? Only you can answer that question, because everybody outside of you can see the wrongs that this person's doing to you, and you see it too, but you haven't built up that strength to walk away yet, right? And hence why so many women or men are in a long abusive relationship, because it's like we become addicted to the highs and the lows, because that's just how your mind and your body is conditioned after being with somebody who you thought loves you and has manipulated you into thinking that they do, when realistically it's like we know, right? But then it's like we're so addicted to that person that we build up this codependency to this person, where we feel like we tell ourselves, no, it'll get better. No, it'll change. No, this person loves me, right? The end of the day, we know right and we know wrong. But the only way that you can walk away from that situation is when you just basically have enough. And that's the simplest answer you can ever get. If there's anybody that listens to this and you're either in a narcissistic abusive relationship, or you're out of it and you're wondering, like, how can I not get myself back into a situation like this? Like, at the end of the day, like, or you're thinking about walking away, but you haven't yet walked away yet fully, like you are still on and off with that narcissist. At the end of the day, like I said, healing, it's coming to realize as well, this is another tip, healing is a journey, not a destination. So that question that you keep asking yourself, beating yourself up, of when am I going to be healed? When am I going to stop missing this person? When am I going to stop loving this person? I want to leave, but I feel so bad for them. I want to leave, but I'm scared that I might miss them. And like all these questions, right? You'll never know unless you make a move. You'll never know unless you make a decision that you want better, right? And again, the true answer to that is knowing within inside self when enough is enough for you. When you know that enough is enough, enough is enough, you will walk away, and it won't be as hard to walk away. You won't ask yourself, can I do this? Can I not? No, you'll just know enough is enough, and you'll actually pick yourself up and you'll walk away. Now, I'm here to tell you, will it be challenging? Of course. Will you feel pain? Of course you will. Because at the end of the day, something it's like going from something that's so familiar, and that's what keeps us attached to these toxic people, is because it's so familiar to us. To then moving yourself to the unknown of not knowing what's coming at you, not knowing what to expect, like, you'll never know if you don't make a move, right? At the end of the day, it's just like, it's going to the unknown is what keeps us stuck. Not knowing what's going to happen if we leave is what keeps us stuck. But it's coming to that realization that you're never going to know. You're never going to know with that staying what type of personality you're going to get in the moment. The narcissist flip personality is like this. You could do the littlest thing and they'll get upset with you. They'll gaslight you. They'll put you down just because they're off. And you could be having a good day. It's the same thing. You just never know who you're going to get with a narcissist. But it's the same thing that when you leave, you're never going to know what's going to happen unless you pick up and you leave, right? And you'll never know what's, when's a good time, because there's never a good time. Only you can know when enough is enough. And you're just like, I had enough. I'm fed up. There's no therapist. There's no friend, there's no auntie, there's no uncle, there's no mom, there's no dad that can tell you the right answers that you're seeking. Not even me, right? Because I've been there. I've done that. And after 18 years, only I could know when enough is enough for me. And when I felt enough is enough, I walked away, right? So it's the same thing with the narcissist. You know what I mean? They'll know when enough is enough, and they just don't see value in you anymore, and they'll walk away and they'll get a new supply, right? It's with every human being on this earth. Only you have the power to know when enough is enough, and you can walk away. Not your therapist. Like I said, nobody on this world can give you the answers that you seek, because it'll be like a temporary fix. You'll get this temporary high of feeling strong and powerful, that, oh, I'm going to walk away and I'm good. You're so right. And you're going to listen to what that other person says, but you're not, deep down, you're not ready. And then you make a move and then you're regretting it because you just weren't ready. Or you find yourself making a move and then you're back in the same situation because you weren't ready. You were listening to what other people are saying. I think that it's so important, if you are looking for answers, being in a narcissistic relationship, realizing and trusting that you have all the answers within inside yourself. I believe that when you're so conditioned from the narcissistic abuse, it makes you so traumatized that you don't trust your own decisions. You don't trust your own inner voice. You beat yourself up and you feel that you don't know how to make a decision. When realistically, if that thought, think about it like this, if that thought is already coming up of you thinking like, this person is toxic, this person's abusing me, this person, I want to leave but I don't know how, or this is you're already building up that strength to leave. Little do you know it, you're already building up that strength to leave, but it's just you're not fully there yet. And it's giving yourself time to understand that healing is a journey, and you're never going to have there's no right or wrong answers, and you're never going to have a specific time that's going to be the right time to leave. It's only going to be within inside of you that'll know, hey, I'm ready, right? But there's no specific time, tomorrow, next week, whatever. No, it's trusting, coming back to center and trusting yourself and understanding, I hold the power within me. I know when enough is enough. There's not no therapist, there's not nobody else that can tell me when it's time to walk away. That I'm going to pick myself up and I'm going to start trusting myself in knowing what I don't like, what I do like, what I deserve, what I know I don't deserve, and trusting that, hey, whatever I'm going through with this narcissist or whatever I've been through is just a process, and that there's no right or wrong. That everything that I'm going through with this narcissist or everything I've been through with this narcissist is all but a journey. It's all but a journey. Because a lot of times we beat ourselves down and beat ourselves up for either going through the narcissistic abuse or staying with the narcissist and experiencing it every day. At the end of the day, it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. It's all but a learning experience. Everything that you experience with that narcissist is a learning experience, right? I've been, my narcissist has got his new supply and has been with his new supply for almost 1.5 years now. And I still have to co-parent with this narcissist. And there's just this weekend, he snapped and mentally and emotionally abused my daughter, right? With just verbally, because she didn't feel like going over. And that triggered me because I got so upset in hearing him verbally abuse her like how he would used to do it to me. And she's 14 years old, and that was a trigger for me. But I had to come to my senses to say, you know what? What was that trying to teach me? That was trying to teach me to help me to understand. I just need to be there for my daughter to educate her again more on situations like that and how to handle it. That anger is not always the best, reasoning with dealing with a narcissist. That, they're always going to say things to try to trigger you. So it's just understanding to stand in the facts, knowing who they are, and not allowing them to push your buttons, because that's exactly what the narcissists love. They love getting underneath your skin, and sometimes it sucks, but if you're co-parenting with the narcissist, sometimes they will use the kids. Honestly, they will use the kids to try to trigger you, try to upset you, and that's exactly what happened to me. So I just want to put it out there, you guys, like at the end of the day, it's standing in the facts is so, so very important. Because even when you leave that narcissist, if you're co-parenting, you have kids with that narcissist, they will still try to trigger you. They will still try to get under your skin. They will still try to abuse you mentally, emotionally. So that's why I always tell people in all my videos, stand in the facts. When you stand in the facts, right, that will help you to stand strong, right? In not going backwards, not find yourself back in the same situation. If you're a person who is trying to leave a narcissist, it's the same thing. Standing the facts and knowing who these toxic people are and their patterns and their traits, and understanding the patterns that you are going through will help build you up to give you strength little by little, right? Because healing is a journey, little by little, on when to say enough is enough and actually walk away from them, right? So with that being said, you guys, I hope I broke it down and made it very clear that there's no specific time in, or right or wrong on when to walk away from that narcissist, or when you should or when you shouldn't. At the end of the day, the biggest tip I can share with you guys is trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust yourself, understanding that all the answers that you seek are inside of you. You know already what to do, and just give it time, because one day you will wake up and you will say, I had enough, and you'll never look back, right? You have that strength within inside yourself, but sometimes it just takes time. And I know that it sucks, but that's just life. Healing is a journey, right? Not a destination. There's never going to be a set perfect time that you're going to feel super better and never think about that person again, or, never, you know what I mean? Like healing is a journey. It takes time. Especially if you've been with that person for such a long period of time, it takes time to evolve, to build back up your strength. Because a lot of times those narcissists break us down mentally and emotionally, and you have to be easy with yourself and be gentle with yourself to build yourself back up, right? So I hope that I gave you guys some good, valuable tips on how to understand that if you're with that narcissist, or if you're going back and forth with that narcissist, how you can handle that. Trusting yourself, listening to yourself, not beating up on yourself, not being your worst enemy, and understanding that healing is a journey, not a destination, and that only you have all the answers inside of yourself to get yourself out of that situation completely and finally pick yourself up and walk away, right? Thanks so much, you guys, for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Please, again, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, if it has gave you any valuable tips that are going to help you, please give me a thumbs up, right? Let me know what your comments are. Make sure you guys are joining the Wise Up, Rise Up community to wise up and rise up above these narcissists. Join my podcast. I drop podcasts every Thursday on Spotify and Anchor. It's called the Wise Up, Rise Up podcast. Join my YouTube channel. Obviously, you're watching it now. Join my TikTok, you guys. That's growing rapidly. I post at least 2 to 3 videos every day on different tips about narcissistic abuse. Go check that out, right? It's called the Wise Up, Rise Up TikTok channel. I'm going to leave all the links inside of the comment. Join the community today. If you ever feel that you want to reach out and you want help, I have a link tree in my Instagram and on my TikTok. You can book a one-on-one session with me. Ask me any questions you want. Go check that out as well. If you need some one-on-one help, I'm here to help you. Let's wise up and rise up above these narcissists together. Join the community today. Take care, and I'll see you guys again on another video.